Like, could you imagine being an MLB player and some kid is like, you know about the goat whale?
Some
You're like,
said,
what, dude? And he's like, put you in this thing, put a rack on it for 10 if you get your strikeouts. Like, what, dude?
Some dude said he's going to use Duolingo to tell Jose Ramirez about the goat whale.
Dude, that'd be so funny, actually. Holy shit. Welcome back to another episode live from the dojo. Remember, you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. As you can see, we have a guest on the couch again for a second appearance. But before we get there, the Jets just won the Super Bowl. Can I get a round of applause?
Jesus, dude. You're 8-8, bro. Move
Here we
on.
go, Jets. That's just, we're not 8-8. We won the Super Bowl.
So you went through the whole schedule right before we started this shit.
Yeah.
And said you're starting out, what, 8 now?
5-1.
5-1.
5-1.
Who do you lose to?
The Bills.
The Bills.
The Bills.
Where do you play? I heard you talk about you play.
6-game road trip to start the year.
No way.
Yeah, and then we have 5 games at home.
Wow.
That feels odd, though.
That's very odd.
That feels unconfirmed.
Yeah, whoever scheduled that.
Yeah, that feels unconfirmed, but it did say that in the 2023 schedule. So, no, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
So they officially traded, like the deal's done.
Yeah.
No bullshit yesterday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We basically swapped our first round picks this year, so we go from 13 to 15. They go from 15 to 13. And then we gave them our first rounder next year, a second rounder, and then they gave us like a second rounder as well. And we gave them a second rounder that could turn into a first as well. But we're not going to need picks because we're going to have 2 Super Bowls, so it doesn't matter for the next 2 years.
In that like 5-1 period, did you account for like 2 losses because they're the Jets?
No.
You should probably.
I know.
You should probably factor that in.
I know.
Lock those in too.
I know. The Raiders fan
Okay,
isn't going to start talking to me
taking shots now.
about the Jets.
2 minutes into the pod, we're taking shots.
Jets minus 450 should be a good look.
No, we're gonna be like a couple minus 300s here. That's gonna feel good.
It's gonna feel good in the surgical 6 too.
God,
Do you know how hard it was finding like hype Jets clips for the Surge 6 video?
That wasn't like Geno Smith.
okay, we don't have to do all this, guys. We don't have to do all this. We won the bowl. That's all that matters. We won the bowl. We won the bowl.
Fucking Zach Wilson grittying was like the one hype clip I could find.
We started that year so hot too, and it was like grittying to like not even having a job.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He grittied himself out of a job. Like that's insane. I'm done sports betting.
I was keeping tabs on your plays.
No, I'm done
and
betting.
one of them that you were super confident in last night was like Grizzlies with the point bought
Oh
to
my.
plus 5.5.
Oh
and they
my.
lost by 6 in
Dude,
overtime.
But
That
I don't
was
know
a-
if you saw how it lost though.
Oh my
They
god.
were down 5.
Bad.
And Dylan Brooks fouled with 0.3 seconds left for no reason. Down 5.
A legacy like 3-pointer that didn't even touch the rim. It was just straight net to
Luke Kennard
to
nailed
cut it, yeah.
over my spread 5.5, and then with 0.3 seconds left, fucking bozo Dylan Brooks fouled him for no reason, and Austin Reeves made both.
Not surprised.
No, I'm done betting. I'm done fucking betting. The Lightning with a 3-goal lead lose outright, and I have the money line.
what a
The
game.
fucking Bucks up 10 lose outright.
Crazy.
And the Grizzlies plus 5.5 loses on a foul with 0.3 seconds left. I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah, it's really
I mean-
Oh, and then you want to talk about the over. Took the Avs over, 4 goals going into the third.
not 1 goal for the rest of
Okay.
regulation.
Okay. No,
mean-
somebody is preying on my downfall, and it's working. Whoever has my little voodoo doll is just like beating its dick off, and I'm not gonna have it. Well, whoa, pause, pause.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Pause.
Someone's jerking off the video doll.
All right, pause.
I mean, it's Moose
I
Piss. They
wish.
don't call it Moose Piss Monday for nothing.
No, I mean you can't make that up though, dude. A 3-goal lead with 10 minutes left, dead. The Bucks up 10. They almost lost by 10 because Jimmy Butler had 56 points. Just
Yeah.
guard him. No one else was making points.
went
Just
off.
defend him. Double team him. Triple team him. No one else in the Heat was scoring.
They're up 3-1 in that series.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Jeez, man.
I know,
Giannis should
dude.
be a good fucking look for being a bozo.
The Knicks might go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
They're my team. We
They would play the
wagonized
Heat
them.
if they won, right?
They
No,
play.
They play.
They play the Heat.
Are you sure they play
the
the Heat? Yeah.
Celtics Sixers on the other side?
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yep.
God, I hope the Knicks just beat the shit out of the Heat. I'm so over the Heat, dude.
I am too. I'm so shocked about the Bucks though, man. I don't know if you saw, but this kid came on stream and gave out Giannis to get his triple double,
Oh, you called it.
and I said that was the dono of the day.
Yeah, I did see that.
With ease,
Yep.
with ease, he gets a triple double.
Yep.
Can't make it up.
I mean, I don't know what to do anymore, man.
I mean,
but I think the universe had to like even me out because the Devils tied the series in New York, and then the Jets got Rodgers. So it was like you lose every bet but one, but you get the personal life goals.
Yeah, but you guys were always getting Rodgers. You guys knew this for months.
Yeah, but now it's official, and it wasn't that bad of a trade. Like, we didn't lose anybody.
I'm in a group chat with some of my buddies from college, and they're all Jets fans, Knicks fans, and they've had memes ready to go for months. So like, my whole group chat is just like, oh fuck, you're gonna make me like discount double check. Yeah, it's like this girl with the Jets hat on.
The series Chelly that you threw, Avs -1.5. I mean, you could have really used that bang in OT last night.
Yeah, 100%.
Fuck, dude. And then you get the Leafs, the Wild,
and the Canes by 2, which is pretty all but locked up at this point.
Fuck, dude. So the one leg that I thought would be air.
Why are the Kraken getting so frisky?
They're a good team, and this is their first ever time in the playoffs. That was their first ever
playoff
win at home. I mean, they're just they have experience. They also have young guys. They have a good mix. They have an experienced goalie in Grubauer who can show up any night. He used to play for the Avs. He's a big Avs guy, so it's kind of like a revenge series.
I was about to say revenge spot.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of VGK in 2019.
Yeah.
They just got guys who were kind of put on the waivers, put on the list of just being a part of an expansion team. They got something to prove. They're pissed off. They all believe in each other. That place was rocking. There's like diehard Kraken fans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dude, I think Seattle's like one of the best sports towns, I think, of all time. Like, it's a shame they actually don't have an NBA team.
Yeah.
Like, you think about the 12th man for the Seahawks. Like, I don't know if the Mariners like really pack it out.
No, they do. There's a lot of diehard Mariners fans.
Really?
Yeah.
I know the Kraken pack it up.
They do. Like, my girlfriend's, like, friends and family, like, we're all fucking at that game, too. And, like, they're just adopting the Kraken, and they're somehow good now.
It's also like a sick name, like the Kraken.
Yeah.
Like the Kraken's such a cool creature, and then also saying Kraken just feels good on the
I thought it was pretty gross when I first heard it, but it's definitely grown. Definitely grown.
I don't love the Golden Knights. I feel like they could have done something
I like
better,
the Golden Knights.
but I don't hate it now. I'm used to it.
I like it.
When they're like the Seattle Kraken versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Like the Golden Knights feels a little...
This is the Kraken's second year or third?
Second year.
Because I bet on them to win the whole thing last season before the season started.
Yeah.
So this is their second year.
Second season, yeah.
Dude, I mean, I just like every time I look at the book and I see the Avs are -150 against the Kraken, I think it's a fucking nuke.
Yeah, I mean, the Avs, dude, they swept a shitty Predators team last year. They had probably one of the easiest paths to the Cup. And Nick, I know you're back there. They played the Blues in the second round, and if Binnington didn't get hurt, they might have lost that series, to be completely honest, because Binnington was playing some of the best hockey I've ever seen.
Yeah, Binnington was, they were going to win that series if he doesn't get injured. Like, that was just fact of the matter. You can say what you want about it, but they were going to beat the Avalanche in that series.
I remember he was
maybe win the Cup after that. You never know. You never know.
You never know. That's fair, but I know. They weren't winning the Cup, but they were probably beating the Avs. And then, so the Avs just had like an easy path to the Cup final. Until they played the Oilers, and the Oilers had no defense last year. They just had to get around McDavid, and they did that. And then in the finals, you played the Bolts, which we saw was an amazing series, but they got it done.
Yeah,
so I really think that's part of the reason why I even have the Oilers. So I don't know if you guys are just listening and don't know my future bet for this year. For your Stanley Cup final, I have the Oilers winning the Cup. And the main reason I took the Oilers is not because I think that they're the best team by head and shoulders above. I think they have the easiest path to the Cup. They just have to get around the Kings, which they're having trouble doing. But if you look at it, the Kings have only won their games so far this series. It's 2-2 in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they were both blown leads in those overtime losses. Granted, they did just come back from 3-0 in that? Yeah, 3-0.
That was one of the craziest games I've watched.
Legacy comeback, which I needed.
Yeah.
But if you get around the Kings here, you're going to play VGK next round, which I'm a little worried, but not too worried. They've beat them every single time they've played them this year in the regular season. They just have more talent than them. I think the Kings are a better team than VGK too. Still should be a good series. And then after that, you probably play the Wild if they beat. It would be the Wild, the Stars, or the Avs or the Kraken.
I'm pretty out on the Avs, bro. I think they just they're banged up. They're missing some guys. They don't have that same firepower they did last year.
Why do you think I've just been taking the over?
Yeah.
They can't defend.
Okay.
Georgiev in the playoffs is not him.
Didn't go over last game.
What was the final?
It was 3-2, but
Oh.
it was 2-2 after the second period, so we really just needed 2 goals to push, which would have been a goal and then an empty netter, which in playoff hockey you might get 3 empty netters.
Yeah.
Especially if the home team's losing, they'll pull like every single time because they need that win. But yeah, no, like I've just been taking the over because I trust the Avs to score, but I don't trust the Avs to defend at all.
Also, being a very casual hockey fan watching those games, the Avs never look that much better than the Kraken.
No.
It never
this
looks
year?
like they're the better team just not playing well.
The Kraken have scored first every
it looks
time.
like the Kraken just dominate every single game, and like the Avs somehow find a way to sneak their way back in.
The Kraken are a very strong team defensively. They were second in the NHL, second best in the NHL at allowing the least SOGs. So I think it was the Bruins and then the Kraken. So this team, defensively, very sound. They have guys that can score. They have a decent power play. And, I mean, they put it together. They can be scary for sure.
They just look like they want it more.
Yeah, I have them on my tiers list going into the playoffs. I had them as a playoff contender. And everyone roasted me. And I said, if they beat the Avs, which they shouldn't, and I still don't think they will, but if they do, they're going to be scary. They can go on a run, for sure.
For the sake of your lay, I'm hoping they win the next 2, but I would be pretty stoked if they...
I would be too. My brother lives in Seattle. Obviously, we know some of the guys on the what are they, the owner minority. Yeah, we like the Kraken.
Yeah,
but we have bets on the Avs.
Yeah, facts.
Speaking of bets on, you went to the Lightning game in Tampa for Game 3 against the Leafs. How was that? You bet on the Leafs?
I did bet on the Leafs.
Yep. In enemy territory.
So last year we went to the Stanley Cup final in Tampa as well, me and Trent. And Trent was wearing an Avs jersey. So I saw kind of what...
Big Avs guy.
He had money on the Avs. Dude, that was crazy. He called correct score in overtime.
Yeah, I made that video before the game that come back to this when the Avs win 3-2 in OT.
That's exactly what
I
happened.
1-2 in OT?
3-2 in OT.
Wow.
Extremely
It's
impressive.
pretty surge.
Trent uses all of his luck for 3 videos.
Yeah.
He'll call some shit like that. Come back to this video when the Colts win 7-0.
Yeah.
And I'm just dude, how is this game about to end 7-0?
It's Thursday Night Football against Russ.
Yeah, literally.
That game was fucking
but no, I saw kind of what the sentiment was towards away fans in Florida last year in that arena, and I was like, oh, we can rock Leafs jerseys and be fine. They're not the type of fan base like Rangers fan bases or something to knock you out if you're wearing a opposing team jersey. So we did, and it just so happened that we were all sitting around Leafs fans all around our section.
that's hype.
Yeah, did you plan that or just happen to be all
there
around
was
Leafs
just
fans?
so many
Because there was
Leafs.
so many Leafs fans around you.
It's literally half and half.
Yeah.
It was crazy. And I put a TikTok out of them, the Leafs tying it up with a minute left to send it to OT. And everyone in my comments was Leafs fans just being every game's a home game for us. We travel so well. We're unbelievable. I'm so proud of us. Yeah, I was hearing
Still
that.
can't win a playoff series, though.
3-1, 3-1.
We're right at the
Watch
door.
out.
We're at
the door.
dude.
But a lot of people were saying that it's actually cheaper for them to buy a plane ticket to fly to Tampa and buy a ticket to go to that game than to even just be in Toronto and buy a ticket.
Same with Bruins fans. That's why Bruins fans travel so well, is because it's cheaper, which is crazy to think about. But yeah, if you notice during the whole season and in the postseason, there's just yellow everywhere. It doesn't matter where they're at because it's cheaper for them.
the Bruins.
And it's really not that far, from a lot of the opponents they play, being in Boston. I want to go to Boston for a Leafs-Bruins game. We have to go.
Oh, guaranteed.
Have to. That series is going to be a fucking movie if we can get there. But
we're getting there.
I know Leafs fans and Leafs fan himself were so bricked last night after that OT win.
Bricked.
Crazy.
Yeah, I wrote them off the second I saw.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, I have my buddy texted me who had Bolts money line. He's like, not only did I not hedge, but it never even thought about crossing my mind to hedge down up 3 goals with 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
Well, why would you ever hedge that bet?
I knew we were dead going into overtime too because the Leafs just had so much momentum. It was never gonna be like a Tampa Bay goal after that. Like just 10 minutes left, dude. 10 minutes left.
Yeah, you can't do that. Anyway, Tampa was sick. Let's move on from that because I know you don't want to keep talking about your shitty bets.
I want to know.
Okay, I mean that was
So you've been
insane.
nuking 2-man PP entries, and you got to be up fat coin doing
I
that.
am, yeah. I think I'm up like 120 units in the last, like.
You've placed what, like almost 10 of them? Probably lost.
Yeah,
like 2
about to
of
be
them?
9, and I've lost, 2.
Jeez. I want to know genuinely what a W game script is for a hits prop. You're big on the hits props. Is
Yeah.
there a game script that gets you to take something with a hits prop more? Like,
Yeah.
what are you looking for? Are you looking for the team to be down or up? Like, do you want to be winning or losing?
Usually you want to be winning, which a lot of people would be like, why don't you want them to be pissed off because they're losing? And it depends who you're taking. So if you're going to take a forward, you want them to be losing because you want them hitting the forecheck harder. So they're going to be dumping puck in, trying to get on the forecheck. And if they're winning, you want your defenders to be winning because they're going to be defending a lot because the other team's going to be pressing more and in their defensive zone. So that's when you get your hits usually if your defender is in your own defensive zone. So it really just depends what position you're taking. So I took 2 defenders last night. The Devils were winning for most of the game. He had 2 in the first period. Yeah, and then didn't get one for the rest of the game, which is kind of crazy.
It's classic.
Classic. And he scored a goal.
That's
He
classic.
scored the winning goal.
Yep.
Siegenthaler.
Yep.
And then Jake McCabe had 3 in the first period, and they were behind, but they were getting dominated that period. Like the Lightning were all over their zone, so that's why he had 3. It's because the Lightning were hitting the forecheck hard, and So it really depends what position you take. That's kind of how I look at it, and so far it's been unbelievable for me just being able to read that. But I mean, you can't really go wrong because it's also the playoffs. Guys are going to hit no matter what. So
Yeah.
you have that little bit of leeway. Whereas SOGs, it's not like that. But Nathan McKinnon had 0 SOGs.
0 SOGs. 0
Did
shot.
he finish with 0?
Yeah.
I know he had 0 in regulation.
0. Not a single shot on goal. Like, what?
That's why the Avs aren't winning.
How does that happen where a player like McKinnon, like, is that
I said this yesterday on stream, surgical stream. I was like, or was it 2 days ago? If you're the best player on your team and you lose a game like that, and you're the best attacker on your team and you have 0 SOGs, you got to look your guys in the locker room and be like, I didn't rip puck once tonight.
Was
What
he
do I-
just? I mean, I'm sure you weren't watching because
I wasn't watching. But I saw he had a couple blocked. But I mean, Rantanen had both goals. Like they have other guys that can step up, and not like him. Like they need him ripping.
Yeah,
I'm taking his over next game. Oh, I'm nuking his over next game.
at 5.5.
Yeah, he should have 8.
That's the highest total I think ever for an SOG prop.
I think you also, as like the star player, you almost need to have like, you're almost expected to have the Jimmy Butler like playoff Jimmy. Like when you hit the playoffs, like you're expected to take 2 steps up from where you've been playing in the entire year.
Yep.
And if you don't do that, that's when like your team loses. Like Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, all those guys are in that tier where it's like once you hit the playoffs, dude, you got to be like the best player on the ice every single time you step out there. And if he's not ripping puck, I mean, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, I think Matthews had 2 yesterday.
Matthews had, I thought he had 7.
7 SOGs, 2 goals.
2
I
goals,
think.
yeah. With a legacy series push, he pushed his number for that series.
No
prop.
way.
Yeah, 7 SOGs, it's crazy.
That's unreal. Yeah,
So
but-
who right now, if we're looking at this playoff landscape, is the strongest?
Dude, I mean, Allmark on the Bruins has looked unbeatable, which is crazy because he's seeing 50 SOGs a night still from this Panthers team. They're just, I mean, a lot of them aren't high danger chances, which they've been doing all season, which is why the Panthers, weren't the best team in the regular season, is because they don't get those high danger chances, but they were our favorite team to bet on for SOG props because they just throw the puck on net. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, but Allmark's looked unbelievable even then. And I hate saying that because the Bruins are plus 350 to win the cup. Plus 350. I bet it's worse now. I bet it's like plus 300.
That is so short
For
for
the Leafs, bro.
They were probably. I mean, they were plus 1100.
Yeah, that's what I got them at right before the playoffs started. Let's
Yeah.
see what they're at now.
But yeah, I'm sure they're probably down to like plus 850 or something like that. You know what's crazy right now? And I don't know if you guys can believe this, but so you guys know who has the best chance to win the Stanley Cup right now? Obviously, Bruins. Who do you think has the second best chance to win the Stanley Cup right now?
It's not the Leafs. Oilers. What?
Even tied 2-2 in the series.
Because what he said, Vegas knows about the path.
Yeah.
If the Kraken
sure they do.
sneak by the Avalanche, then the Oilers are probably going to fucking bang them in the street.
Yeah, the Oilers do. And
Right now, updated odds per DraftKings.
Not a sponsor.
Bruins plus 220.
That's disgusting.
like, why would you ever? I can find a straight bet tonight for plus 220 that I'd much rather
Maple Leafs plus 500. Avs plus 800.
Okay.
Oilers plus 900. Canes plus 950. VGK plus 1,000. Rangers plus 1,400. Stars 1,600. Devils 1,600.
Where are the Oilers?
Oilers are plus 9.
Yeah, they were like fourth or fifth on the list.
Fourth.
But the thing I was reading was like their percentage, like their odds to win the Stanley Cup, but it was like their percentage.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Vegas.
13% chance to win the Stanley Cup. The Bruins have like a 15% chance to win the Stanley Cup, and then they like do like a whole thing of like why.
So read that to me again for Vegas.
The top 4: Bruins, Leafs, Avs, Oilers, and then following that, Canes, Knights, Rangers, Stars, and then so the Knights, Rangers, Stars, and Devils are all plus 1,600.
Dude, imagine like the one seed in the West being like out of the top 4 in the Stars.
I mean,
The Stars are.
I mean, they're very fraudulent, but like that's still incredible. Like,
I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me. Like it's incredible, but it.
they also did get a tough matchup with the Wild. The Wild are pretty fucking good.
I mean, who would you rather have played if you're the Stars?
Mm.
I feel like that's probably one of the better matchups for you guys. You lose to the Kings, you lose to the Oilers. VGK would have been a great series with them, or the Jets.
You think they would have lost to the Kings?
The Stars?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
the way the Kings are playing right now, yeah.
The Kings are just so experienced, bro. Like they do this every year, where they shock the world. I remember they were down 3-0 in the series in the playoffs, and ended up winning 4 straight. Ended up winning the Stanley Cup that year. That was insane. But
what year was that? Was that when they had what's his name?
Quick.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick.
That was a crazy year, bro. But yeah, no, the NHL playoffs never disappoints. Shit's electric.
Yeah, I heard you guys talked about it, and I brought it up to you. But like Charles Barkley,
Yeah,
like literally said he was watching the NHL playoffs while the NBA game was on. It's literally his job to watch the NBA game and talk about it. But he had NHL and TBS on in the background.
last night was like the first NBA game that was like that. Just kind of brought back the vintage like NBA feel of the playoff game. You know, with Jimmy Butler just taking over.
I felt more so the Laker Grizzlies game. The Bucks Heat game just felt like, what are we doing here? Like, how do you blow that lead?
Lakers are. I mean, I don't know why we taking Grizzlies, man.
Dude, it hit if they don't foul with 0.3. It wasn't even a bad bet.
No, it wasn't a bad bet. I'm not. It's easy to say after the fact.
Like,
obviously.
if I'm taking Lakers minus 4.5, I got so lucky.
The whole world was on the Lakers yesterday, especially.
I know the Sharps were.
And by the way, the Grizzlies had like a 7-point lead with like a minute left.
Yeah.
It was not a bad bet.
No,
the Grizzlies were not a bad bet.
It's
What
just
about the Sharps?
the Sharps were on Grizz on stream all day, and I was like, dude, it might be the Grizz, but like, I don't want to bet on them, bro. I don't like the Grizzlies. I don't want to like root for them. I don't want to financially back them.
Me and Mikey had like a whole conversation about like how easy it is for an NBA team to cover 4.5, and that's why he bought the point to 5.5, because we were like, oh, dude, like I would never take a 4.5 spread, because like that's literally you get fouled at the end. If you're up 2-3, that's you're covering. And he bought the point.
Yeah, I
And he
mean,
still got hooked.
again, easy to say after the fact.
Straight up lost.
Easy to say after the fact, but like a 4.5 spread, like I feel like the money line, you know, isn't a bad look
It was like minus 200.
for the Grizz.
The Grizz, he's saying.
No, for the Lakers.
I know. I'm
you're
saying
talking
if you're taking plus 4.5, like
no, dude, I'd rather take the 4.5 than take the money line.
because I mean it's just exactly.
I mean, this is the most hindsight conversation.
It
The
is,
Bucks
it
were
is.
minus 7 and
That's
lost
the
by
same-
10. Like there's no like.
Trent, that's the same conversation as in the NFL when it's a team's plus 2.5.
yeah.
And you're like, well, if they lose by a field goal, I'm screwed either way. So I might as well just take the money line. Because how many times does a team lose by 1 or 2 in the NFL?
And then in the NFL, you take that -2.5 and you win by 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the magic number.
Just Moose Piss Mondays, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm on this couch just fucking. I got nothing left in my tank.
You're wearing the hat today. I want to bring it up, bro. Fuck the Oakland A's. Angels are cooked, man. Otani's fucking leaving.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's just like a couple. Like, there's a couple teams you just can't lose to in every sport.
That hat, though, like, is so steez, man. They have such clean gear.
Dude, they have nuts gear. That's why I hope they don't change their colors when they go to Vegas. It'd be cool if this team was good with this color.
They'll probably change the colors.
That's why I was saying it's gonna be like VGK colors because the Vegas Aces and VGK
and the Raiders
are all kind of.
But I kind of like when cities have different colors.
Which 2 cities all have the same sports colors?
Not Boston. Oh,
is Boston one of them?
No.
Pittsburgh.
Well, are you counting? Yeah, I was about to say. There's 2 though.
Pittsburgh and.
Wait, don't tell me.
Why do you say Boston?
It's not.
No, I'm
Boston.
saying not Boston.
Wait, I know there's one
come
more.
on.
Yeah, is there one more?
Is it
No, I thought they were the only one. I thought it was
I
just
swear there's one more.
Pittsburgh. Let me think about it.
It's not the Sixers and the.
It's not Philly.
It's not Philly.
Oh, it could be New York Giants and Rangers.
Yeah, but Yanks.
And
then
Yanks.
Yanks. No.
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I know off the top of my head Pittsburgh, Pirates, Penguins, Steelers, all the same. I forget the second one, but I feel like there is a second one. But W trivia.
That is W trivia.
I guess you could go Titans, Grizzlies.
Nah.
No, it's kind of different shades of blue.
Nah. What games we got tonight? Is this dropping tomorrow or tonight?
Drops Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, let's ask Chelly about the Wednesday NHL
Pittsburgh
games.
is the only
Pittsburgh's
one.
only one. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. So that was the slate last night. That's the Rangers at home against the Devils.
Yeah, this is dropping. We have Panthers, Bruins, Kraken, Avalanche.
Oh,
Both are -200.
we started splitting up the games a little bit more. I forgot.
Both are -200.
Panthers, Bruins are -200 to win the series right now in that game.
-250 to win the game.
Holy.
And the Avs are -210. Is it the Kraken +1.5?
Is it the Kraken +1.5?
With the way this series has been going.
Dude, I'll probably just be on the over.
Okay.
Actually, I might not be on the over for that one. See, when the series gets knotted up, I tend to take the under. Because nobody's playing desperate hockey, and you have 2 teams that just don't want to make a mistake and go down in the series, especially 3-2. But there's certain series that I literally just can't take the under. And that's, the Kraken Avs, I really don't want to take that under. Should not have went under.
Devils,
Mikey.
Rangers unders have been.
We have the matchup of the season in terms of friends of the program today.
Ladolo Snell?
Baseball?
No.
Snell and Steele.
Oh, wow, dude.
Wait.
Steele and Mikey have
Friend
been
of the
chatting.
program.
Steele DMs me sometimes.
Yeah, he's
Friend
the man.
of the program, dude. I'm going to take him. So the Cubs are playing the Reds?
Padres.
Or the Padres?
Yeah.
Or is it Snell, not Ladolo?
I've never heard of Yurfie. So free.
Dude, what happened to Ladolo? Why is he just getting his shit cranked,
Dude.
but also striking out like 1,000 guys a game?
Oh my god, bro! Because he pitches so fast, and you make contact on that, it's triple digit as a velo, and if you just get some launch angle on it, it's a home run. That's exactly what happened yesterday. Yesterday, first 4 batters, K, and then Josh Jung on the Rangers comes up to bat. 115 off the bat.
Oh
Shit's
my
gone.
God, I haven't seen a 115er in a minute.
And as soon as that hits, Ezekiel Duran comes up to bat, who was in the $1 million entry over half a base yesterday. And I faded the whole entry. And this guy comes up after Josh Young's nuke and hits one off the wall. Yeah. So that's soared over. That was the greenest gob, too.
How did the entry do?
I full faded it, and I went 4 of 6.
So he's in rap.
Yeah. He had Jimmy Butler field goal attempts over. I took the under. Obviously soared over. He had 50 points.
Those are only 2 that hit, though.
And then the Ezekiel Duran Green Goblin square.
Only 2 that hit.
Yeah.
What didn't hit?
Everything
it was
else.
Hachimura soared under.
Oh, yeah, he didn't play.
Kevin Love didn't make a free throw.
No, he didn't play.
And then what were the other 2 legs?
That Kevin Love was so forced.
So forced. It was looking good. I mean, Ezekiel Duran was the first game that started, and he hit that double. I'm like, wow, this guy might win $1 million. AD assist.
Nah, dude, when the first square hits, it's never hitting.
Well,
it's never hitting. When you
need the
start
first
off
square
with
to
the first square to hit, but if it like hits with
Ease first at
no,
bat.
it's not happening.
But dude, Lodolo will have OT, like it happened all day yesterday. 1-2, 0-2, and I don't know why he just doesn't throw that curveball in the
play
dirt.
outs.
Yeah, it's in play outs or in play runs. Like he can't. Obviously he has a great finishing pitch.
I mean, he's got a fucking cannon.
Yeah, but he just like he rattles himself. He gets himself,
and he knows about the goat well.
Yeah, he does. W video from those kids.
Like, could you imagine being an MLB player and some kid is like, you know about the goat whale?
Some
And you're
dude
like,
said,
what, dude? And he's like, put you in this thing, put a rack on it for 10 if you get your strikeouts. Like, what, dude?
Some dude said he's gonna use Duolingo to tell Jose Ramirez about the goat
No,
whale.
dude, that'd be so funny. Actually, holy shit.
Trent, did you see the video of that those kids have for you in Tampa? When I was,
Yeah.
dude, I was walking to the bathroom. I was walking back to my seat, and the guys are like, Chelly, Chelly. And I like turn around, I'm like, what's good, guys? They're like, yo, tell Trent to cash out his bet right now on the Maple Leafs. Like, tell him right now. I'm like, you just want to tell him yourself? So I just like started recording. These kids are like, these kids must have just watched you on TikTok and know that you have a bet on the Leafs.
Yeah.
That everything you bet on is cake. So they're literally just like begging you to cash out your bet. And they're the most Canadian kids ever. They're like, cash out, Trent. I'm like, oh my God.
Cash out.
I love
funny.
Canadians, bro. That's why I love the Leafs, man. The fan base is just
Yeah.
Electric.
something else.
No, it's solid. Give me like 3 guys you're looking for props coming into the tail end of the first round here.
I actually just dropped.
Like you said,
in-
McKinnon.
Yeah, McKinnon for sure. I just dropped an NHL. They put up like the NHL series stuff back on PP, because there's games that are guaranteed to have game 5, game 6. Anything that's 2-2 is gonna have 2 more games. So they put out a couple more, and I'm taking Tyler Seguin on the Stars. He really stepped up when Pavelski went down. He's on power play 1 now. He's been ripping, and the Stars obviously like are behind most games, so he has to rip. So I like Pavelski. I think his number's too low. Took him at 5.5. Both got bumped. Don't even try. And then Fiala, I took. He's back from injury
Yeah,
for the Kings.
he looks
and
good.
He ripped like 7, and he just needs 6 in the next 2 games.
I took 1 series entry, and it was Jack Hughes over 2.5 goals and McDavid over 3.5. And Jack Hughes soared, and Connor McDavid just absolutely
McDavid
sold my soul.
Only had 2 in the first 4 games, and he scored them both in the same like 5-minute span.
Yep.
All right, I do want to do 2 segments. I want to do Go to the Week, and then Nick, do you have a Would You Rather queued up?
I can get one.
All right, word. Let's start with Go to the Week. So the Go to the Week is something we do middle of the week, so our Wednesday episode. It's just someone from the weekend into the week specifically that made your week. You know, they are your Go to the Week either in your personal life, or your betting life. It could be your mom, it could be Connor McDavid, whatever it is, but the Go to the Week. I'll start it off. My Go to the Week is Jack Hughes. I feel like he really has stepped up now, and I think it almost felt like these last 2 games in New York, he's now realized that he moves the ship. I feel like it felt like a very much team effort during the regular season, but he's obviously your best player. It felt like when we stepped into Madison Square Garden, he realizes that as far as he goes, we're going to go. It's not going to come down to guys like Timo and Nico. And it's been awesome to watch him kind of step into that role, you know, the way he's handling the media and then also the way he's been playing. It just kind of feels like he's finally stepping into that, okay, I got to be the dog that goes after the food because everyone else is going to chase if I'm chasing. So, Jack Hughes, you're my Go to the Week.
Say my Go to the Week is probably Brent Burns.
Wow.
This guy is just, a puck ripper, and I think he hit his SOGs in every single game so far this series.
He's been good.
And he's a defender. Like, you don't
Just
usually,
ripping puck.
you can't just like rely on them every game. Like Doug Rippers will go every now and again, but like this guy just rips puck. Also, shout out the Carolina Hurricanes. Like, thank you for beating the Rat Piss Islanders, because I don't think nobody likes the Islanders.
No, dude, fuck the Islanders.
Everybody wants to see them fail.
That's like an annoying fan is like upstate New York. So
Yeah.
just
Oh my God.
figure it out.
Every time I fade them, I get a text from like one of my boys and they're like, "Never fade the Isles." And like I'll just literally be in rat piss. I'm like, your team sucks. Can't wait to watch you guys get swept in the first round.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
that's
getting
terrible.
pissed on. They shouldn't have won that one game that they
Yeah.
won
The Hurricanes are only minus 160 in the next game.
Interesting.
in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a nuke piece.
That might be a.
See, that I'm not nuking the Avs, but I might nuke the Canes.
The Canes look good. I've bet on the Canes twice and hit both. So.
I predicted this series like exactly how it's going. Like I said, they were going to lose Game 3 in New York, and they did.
I did the complete opposite with the Devils.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I said we would absolutely get our shit spanked Game 3, and we went into New York and won both. So it's whatever.
Well, the Hurricanes didn't win an away playoff game last year.
Yeah.
Which is unbelievable because they went to like the first 2 rounds and they lost every single game on the road, but they won. Yeah,
they just swept at home.
Swept at home every series.
That's nuts.
So
that's technically what you're supposed to do in the playoffs, right?
That's another one that I would love to go to is to Carolina. Their home games look unbelievable. Yeah. Also, I wanted to say this real quick. I was watching the Rangers-Devils game yesterday, and MSG is so quiet. So I haven't heard an arena that quiet in a minute.
Well, I think it's because we went in there and scored the first goal in both games.
That's fair, but
kind of like dominated.
I also was complaining because it's the first period. The Rangers are down a goal, and their power play didn't look good at all. They just had a really bad power play. They got booed.
No, New York does that shit. They don't give a fuck, dude.
Like if I'm a player and I'm getting booed when up 2-1 in the series on home ice, down a 1 goal in the first period.
No, dude, that's the New York.
I'm pissed.
Dude, that's the New York.
What are you guys booing? We literally just went into New Jersey, won 2 games on the road, came home, lost a close one in overtime, and now we're getting booed.
This is the New York difference. Now you're seeing it live, dude. That's what happens in New York.
It's bullshit.
What happens in New York. That's what they do, bro.
You guys should be fucking ashamed of yourselves.
That's why not a lot of guys last in New York. That's the New York difference. Dude. They don't give a fuck.
You should. I mean,
those people also probably paid like $1,000 a ticket.
Do you know how many empty seats there were in that arena too?
People probably left early.
No, it was the first period.
Yeah, they probably left early after the double score. I'm not even kidding. You think I'm kidding? Like that is literally the New York difference. Like that's what it's like being a New York fan, like a New York athlete. Like you get your shit kicked in if you're not like on. But when you're on, like the Knicks when they're playing at MSG right now, dude, you can't even hear yourself think.
Yeah.
But it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
That made him angry.
It really is.
That's New York for you, dude. I promise.
My go to the week would have to be Austin Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs for being at the door. Meemaw has set the table. We just got to sit in the chair.
Somebody clip this.
We got to sit in the chair, man. 3-1. The Leafs have been here before. Just don't fumble the bag, man. You're going back to Toronto. Just got to win 1 game. End the curse.
1 game, dude.
1 game away to end the curse.
1 game, dude. Nick, go to the week.
Go to the week. We're gonna go Chelly for ripping some great content out at the at the hockey games. This weekend.
That's so typical.
The gargling is crazy.
So you gotta love it. Good job, Chelly. Good job, Chelly.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more of those stereotypical fan things especially for Chelly. There's some really good fan bases that you can kind of chirp. I wasn't really chirping any Leafs fans. Because Leafs fans are just so nice for the most part. I mean, there literally was a guy, like 3 guys in front of us who entire game were just like, we were boys.
No, it was like funny. It was like funnier more than like rude.
Yeah, but
you could get rude with some Ranger fans.
I'm probably gonna get rude with like Ranger fans and
Ranger fans fucking suck, dude. There's a bunch of fucking pussies. All right, well, Chelly's go to the week. Wow, there's never been a go to the week in the room.
No,
yet, so Nick sets a precedent.
There you go.
Go to the week, Chelly, for the content. It was good. I will say it was
doing
good.
Splits on it.
The gargling was nuts.
That was my funny. All
right, Nick, do we have a would you rather queued for the people?
Splits. All right, we got some fun. We got a couple would you rathers. I'm just Google searching would you rather.
Yeah, that's fine. Give us like 1 to 2. We'll do one, and then if it's good, we'll do another one.
Yeah, all right. Let's find a good one. The first one, and this one might be. I want to go NHL one. I might need better players though. Would you rather hang out for a day with Connor McDavid, or insert the other player? Who's the other player?
Me?
Yeah, who's the other? Who should be the other player?
Patty Maroon.
Oh, who would you rather drink with? There you go.
Patty Maroon, easy.
Yeah.
Pick Connor McDavid.
I mean, Connor McDavid obviously is the GOAT. Would be fucking sick, but dude's weird.
He's a weirdo.
I think you don't get to have a beer with a goat often.
Maroon just looks like a good time.
He would be a good time.
Yeah.
He's friends with Chelly too. That's why I said it.
I don't really have a lot of NHL guys I'd be interested in having a beer with other than like Jack Hughes.
I would not want to drink with Jack Hughes.
Dude,
His interviews are like I feel like he thinks he's better
obliterated.
Like they were interviewing him about his breakaway goal with Igor that he scored. Like they interviewed him in between intermission yesterday, and they were like, "Jack, like what's going through your head when you're on the breakaway there?" He's like, "Well, like obviously he's a good goalie, but I'm a damn good player." Like he's like, "Gas."
Yeah,
like,
fuck yeah.
I don't
fuck him.
nah,
What,
that's-
dude? He's
so
dialed in. He's
yeah.
locked in. What are you talking about?
I-
What do you
I-
want him to be like? Igor's great. I just had to
Nah.
pick my moments. Like, no, fuck that, dude.
I just don't like his interviews. I really don't.
No, he hangs his balls. He's built for
I
New
fuck with
Jersey.
Hughes. He's dope.
No, he's a goat.
Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Hero vomit on me.
Well, who's your hero? Start.
Mia
start?
Khalifa.
What the fuck, dude?
What?
What's up, dude?
Everyone has their own goat, right?
Who's your hero? Who'd be your? Everyone has to state their hero, and then we'll say.
My hero. Fuck. Like, in terms of sports?
Let's keep it like athletes. Yeah, like
Okay,
obviously,
yeah.
like your
Mia
hero.
Khalifa. She's an athlete.
I
Trust me.
mean,
No, she's an athlete.
two
dude.
players I grew up idolizing, Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz.
Okay,
Big Poppy.
Yeah.
pick one. For
Yeah,
this.
David Ortiz. Would you rather David Ortiz yak on you, or would you rather yak
would-
on David Ortiz?
I'll take Ortiz as yak.
Would you yak on Ortiz or would you?
No,
you let him yak on you. I feel
think
like
no
this
matter
is,
who
but
you
I feel like
say.
this would be like mine's Dwayne Wade. I would let Dwayne Wade throw up on me. Like, there's nothing that would make me mad about that. Like, if I threw up on Dwayne Wade, I'd be like, I might have to like,
I'm so sorry. Dude.
I might have to curtain call.
Yeah,
it.
there's a right answer in this. Would you rather? It's letting them throw up
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah, like I feel like there's no scenario in which you would throw up on them where it would be like
Cool.
better than if they threw up on you.
They're probably apologetic if they throw up on you and like you become kind of friends out of it.
Yeah, they might
If
like
you throw up
sauce-
on them.
They might sauce you an autograph.
Yeah, nah.
like
There's
a
a right
jersey.
answer. You got another one?
Would you rather always have BO and not know it, or always smell BO on everyone else?
Dude, I hate the smell of body
Yeah,
odor.
this one sucks.
Bro, I went to Paris once and they don't wear deodorant, and I went into the PSG team store because I wanted to buy a Neymar jersey.
It's just absolute.
Dude, I had to leave. It was nauseating. In an enclosed area, they also don't do air conditioning, so it's all windows. In a closed area in the summer, dude, it was the most nauseating smell I've ever been around.
I would hate to. I don't fuck with like bad hygiene, so I'd rather just smell other people than myself.
Oh, but dude, you know when you smell that guy's got bad BO, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, it's brutal, but you don't want to be that guy, do you?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be that guy.
No.
You definitely don't want to be
That's
that
a shame
guy.
one. Yeah, I'd probably rather smell it on other people.
That's so gross.
and you would probably get nose blind to it eventually.
But dude, I feel like you can't get
Would
nose
you
blind
rather
for it.
only be able to bet the FanDuel minimum of a 9-cent wager for the rest of your life?
How do you know the FanDuel minimum?
Well,
What's up,
it's just night sweats last night. I'll tell you after.
The fuck?
Would you rather be able to only bet the FanDuel minimum of a 9-cent wager for the rest of your life,
Mm-hmm.
or have an Android for the rest of your life?
Oh wow, that's fucked.
The Android just affects so much.
I think I would do a 9-cent minimum and then just do like a 20-leg parlay.
Yeah,
every
just
single
throw
night.
gaggers.
Yeah,
I'll just throw gaggers,
just
dude.
home runs
I'll
and
just throw gaggers.
series winners and
Yup. I'd buy one of those like premium discords where those guys put out the lotto slips, and I would just tail every single play.
I would just throw it on every underdog every single day. And just hopefully I come away with some coin.
Goddamn, I'm not using an Android, bro. All
right,
the
I'm
green
gonna-
text messages. Are you serious?
No, yeah, dude, you're not getting any play for the rest of your life. All right, I'm gonna end off the Would You Rather's with one that I assume no one's gonna have an answer for, and then we'll wrap up the show. Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and make it stop?
I've thought about it a million times.
Okay. What?
This has been asked to me
When you say
probably.
you thought about it a million
Like,
times.
I've thought about like both scenarios.
You've thought about banging out your parents.
No, like this has been asked to me so many times.
Okay, yeah,
Have
go
you
ahead.
heard this one before?
yeah.
All right, go first then.
What would you do, dude?
Got his
You're
ass.
gonna make it stop,
So it's
or you
without-
gotta watch it?
every day. You watch every day. Or you join in once.
join in once.
Yeah.
So I'm partaking.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're partaking exactly in.
I mean,
to make it stop.
every day for how long?
The rest of your life. You have to watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and make it stop.
I think I got to join in, man.
I think that's the right answer too.
I don't think that's the right answer.
Make it stop, dude.
But you might get desensitized.
Dude, imagine where's Mikey right now? He's just watching. Like when do you think he's gonna be back? I don't know.
Watching, dude. But fuck, man.
Every day for the rest of your life.
You might get desensitized to watching it at one
That's
point.
not you get desensitized elsewhere if you join in once.
Yeah, but that might ruin. Either way, sex is ruined.
If
for the
you
rest
have
of
to,
my
you
life.
can be like, guys, I have to just sit here and like pretend like I'm doing something. Dude, I don't even want to think
Dude,
about it.
that's just so.
dude.
So
nah,
fun.
dude. No, dude. What's Nick
just a
doing?
yeah,
What's
Nick.
doing? Nick's like, I'm
Yeah.
watching.
I don't know. I think you might have to participate.
You might just have to join
You might
in,
just
man.
It seems scarring. The
No
other.
one knows about it, bro. So just join in and move on.
All right, yeah, we'll say that. No one's gonna know about it either way.
Damn.
That's like the age old like, would you rather fuck a goat and nobody knows about it, or not fuck a goat but everybody thinks you fucked a goat?
Yeah. That one's a tough one.
Yeah.
We just went from straight up incest to bestiality.
It's Chelly bringing these up, so
Yeah,
he knows.
I've been asked all of these 1,000
I'd rather
times.
fuck the goat.
Yeah, I think that's
and nobody knows.
Yeah, you don't
Then-
want to be the goat fucker. You walk around town, everyone's like,
But then you actually are the goat fucker if you fuck the goat.
yeah, but then it's different because you're walking around town, everyone's like, dude, that guy fucked a goat. You just got to live with that the rest of your life, and nobody knows.
You're like, you don't want to be the goat fucker, but yeah, I'm gonna fuck the goat.
But you want to pull up to the local watering hole, the bar, and everyone be like, that guy fucked a goat, dude.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, or you could just live with yourself being like, oh, I really fucked that goat.
You gotta wake up every morning knowing you fucked that goat.
So fucked, dude.
All right, yeah, we're going too far.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of the TFM Bets Show. Remember, you can get this podcast wherever you find podcasts. That's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Chelly, tell them where they can find you.
I live stream on Twitch at ChellyGod7, on Twitter at ChelGod, and on Instagram at ChellyGod7.
You can find me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at Booger with Trent, and tune into the Surgical Stream every weekday, 2 p.m. Central on Twitch.
You can find me over at Mikey Over, other than on Instagram. It's michael.j.overs. This has been another episode. We appreciate Chelly for stepping onto the couch. Make sure you guys check out all of his NHL content. He's actually pretty good at betting, unlike myself. So, appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you guys having me on.
We'll be seeing.
Be safe.